the stream.
Okay, so I wish I was good versus Jake Saxons, and apparently they played before and ended up pretty good matches. So we'll see. I
We'll
wish
see
I
how
was
it
good.
goes.
It's random.
And to start off, we got Chase up in the top right of Daybreak. There's the Have Fun, Good Luck out of I Wish I Was Good, of course, very well mannered. And down in the bottom left, we have the Protoss, I Wish I Was Good. So we'll have a nice PvP. This is, of course, I Wish I Was Good is a random player, so we'll see if an early scout comes out of Chase to see what he's facing so he knows how to properly open. And I would assume that I Wish I Was Good, with that slight advantage of knowing what he is facing, will probably come out maybe a 4-gate and a nice early push. We'll see. Seems that the Protoss that are random normally have nice strong 4-gate pushes just because their opponent doesn't really know what they are. And here is the early scout coming out of Chase. It's also important to note that Daybreak is a rather long map. It does take quite a while to get across the map, so rushes aren't overly effective on this map.
Now the only thing I'm questioning is, I wish I were good. If he's a diamond protest, why put your pylon way over here, not next to your Nexus?
I was kind of wondering the same thing. He has definitely interesting placement on that pylon, and there is the scout.
Because usually you put your pylon next to your Nexus, it just gives you that less walk distance that you have to go back to your minerals. So.
And there's the scout. He sees that first gateway. He's just patrolling the base, see if there's anything else around here. Just get as much info as he can. He's now seen the gas timing. There's another pylon coming down. Scout is coming out of I Wish I Was Good here. He's coming up a little bit more standard pylon placement for Chase here. There's the gates down. More than likely both will be taken out as Zealot. Cybernetics core is coming down. Very similar timing for both. Looks like we're going to see a pretty close to exactly the same build. Just it's going to come down to micro and see how these guys do.
I think I wish I was good as going to do 4-gate because he hasn't gone for a second gas. And you need the second gas if you're going to go like 2-gate robo or 3-gate robo or something like that.
Exactly. The important thing to notice though is Chase sees the second gate coming down, and it's also important to notice that he also doesn't see any gas coming down. So he knows, he's fairly aware of what he's going to be facing. And right now, I Wish I Was Good is chronoing out a stalker. Chase probably going to get out of the base right now, so he doesn't get his stuff taken out. And there comes down another pylon. We should be seeing another gate more than likely pretty quickly here. Second gas coming down for Chase.
Yep, like I said, he's wanting to get his sentry out. Gonna want to force fill him in because there is a definitely a 4-gate possibility.
It's interesting that I Wish I Was Good is pulling back that probe, because normally you want to throw that pylon down in a spot to where you can warp your units up onto the high ground, so that it almost makes that force field and sentry just about useless if you can get the vision, and you just need to run your Zealot up to the top of that ramp.
Doing a 3-stalker push. Interesting.
He'll push, and I'm assuming he's going to bring a probe with. Yep, there's the probe. He's going to push behind this with that probe, and hopefully he'll be able to warp in on the high ground. More than likely he'll lay a couple pylons down just below on the right or left of that ramp, more than likely the right, I'd say, and he'll walk his stalkers up. He'll get vision on that high ground and warp in. That is more than likely what he'll see. Of course, that's just me guessing at what he's doing. Also important to notice, he's expanding behind that. It's a pretty brave move, especially when you're pressuring and your opponent's probably going to have a decent sized army. And there's the warp gates coming out for Chase sooner, so he's going to have the bigger army. This 3-stalker push not going to be that effective.
No.
Proxy pylon down here on the right.
He's not going to be able to get up there unless he has plank.
Well, if he no, he's not going to be able to get up there at all, because Chase is pushing out instead. He might want to expand behind this as well. He's chasing down that probe. No proxy pylons coming down. He let that probe live though, surprisingly. I Wish I Was Good going to utilize that. It's going to be a strong push right here though, this 4-gate push. I'm surprised that he's not canceling this Nexus. He's fairly confident that he's going to be able to defend. He's got that watchtower. As soon as he sees this force, he's going to pull back and try and defend. There's a proxy pylon coming down so he can reinforce. Let's see how they engage. It's going to come down to Micro here. And it looks like Chase's stalkers are falling just faster. That Guardian shield, though, is important. He's keeping them up. He's going to win this, especially with the reinforcements coming behind it. 3 more coming from it. It does not look good right now, though. Oh, Chase is pulling back.
So the Guardian shield definitely helped the stalkers survive longer.
And surprisingly enough, I wish I was good, is still droning behind this. If he can somehow stop this attack, it just doesn't look good for him. He's going to come in here. This is going to be hard to defend right here. Here comes the Zealots. He's bringing them in. Those Zealots are going to be eaten up right away. He's trying to take out that sentry. If he can take out that sentry, it's going to be nice. He's pulling back again. Let's see if he can warp in anything else. He might have to sack this natural. Pulling the probes. The probes are both going to be taken out. And now he's just sacking, and stalkers are just going to continue to stream in here. This is going to be rather hard for him to defend, but if he can micro right, he's going to be okay.
Too many stalkers. Too many stalkers.
And there it is. He's saying nice. That's going to be game. GG. And that's the game.
Unfortunately, when you expand, you were taking a huge risk.
Exactly. Whenever you expand into PvP, you need to know that you are absolutely 100% safe. And to be honest, I was honestly surprised that he didn't cancel that, and then he continued to drone behind it.
Can you get in touch with